So I would do the prayer, and that's Mr. Umstead to do the pledge. First of all, let's take a moment of silence for all the terrible things going on in this world, in our community. It's just so much chaos, it's death, it's just evil things that's going on in this time. And we need to pray and ask God to help correct some of these things, because we can't do it. It's out of our control. He controls everything. Just one moment of silence. All right, thank you. But gracious Father, we come to pleasure with you. Thank you. Thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed on each and every one of us, realizing that we couldn't ever accomplish anything without you. Most of all, we thank you for Jesus, who made these things possible. Please, Father, look at him mercy. Father, I pray for this jury. Give us wisdom, knowledge, understanding, to the benefit of this area, to represent the people of this area. I pray for our country, our state, our parish, our community. I pray for the youth. I pray for elderly, Father. I pray for the less fortunate. Look at him mercy, Father. I pray for leaders, political and religious leaders, Father. Let's have mercy. And Father, I pray for peace, understanding, continuity. I pray for unity, Father, as well. Let's look at him mercy. And Father, I pray for understanding, most of all. You said get understanding. Please give us understanding, Father. And Father, after everything is said and done here, we'll be mindful. Give you honor, praise, and glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Umstead. Ms. Hare, will you please call a roll?
Yes, sir. Mr. Dexter Armstead.
Present.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain. Here. Mr. Michael Cheatham.
Here.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan.
Here.
Mr. Jason McCray.
Present.
Mr. Keith Mills is absent. Mr. Richard Olivo. Here. Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn. Here. President Lewis Kent.
Here. We have a quorum. Need a motion to approve the agenda, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. McCray, second by Mr. Oliver. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Is that all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. First thing on the jury agenda is old business. Adopted the minutes from December 15th, 2025 public hearing.
Move to adopt minutes from December 15th. Mr.
Moved by
President.
Mr. Umstead, second by Dr. Quinn. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Is that all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, adopt minutes from December 15th, 2025 regular meeting.
So move to adopt the amendments.
Moved by Mr. Umstead, second by Mr. McCray. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Is that all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, new business. Nomination, election of police jury president.
Move to.
Can I have a moment, please, before we do this?
Yes, sir, you may.
I'm gonna stand. Now, this is a subject you and I have talked about it. We talked about it here this Friday. I would encourage, there's no sense me giving any lessons because there's 3 teachers up here that already know it. So, I would encourage, I know that I get more calls about this, is that I would encourage the jurors and our people next year to be thinking about, our form of government's supposed to be where it gets rotated, and not somebody stay president's 2 terms, the governor's president, the governor's 2 terms, and we own unlimited terms. So I would encourage the jurors to let's be thinking about it. This has been here a long time, and pass that gavel around and figure out so everybody knows what's going on. And like I said, it's no surprise to him. We had a lengthy meeting Friday about the same thing. I don't believe in, I'm a loose cannon sometimes, but I like to, go ahead
Thank you, Ms. Oliver.
All right, I move to reappoint Ms. Kent as our incumbent president for the new term of this year.
Yes.
Second by Dr. Quinn. Are there any other nominations? If not, entertain nominations to close nominations, please. A motion to close the nominations.
So moved.
So-
Any discussion?
Second.
Any questions from the audience? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I want to state this fact. Leaders are born. They're not made. It's a gift from God to be able to lead with honesty, integrity, with fairness, and most of all with truth. I was born to first trust myself. I'm not going to never tell myself a lie. I'm not going to lie to my constituents. I want to be fair and transparent. I'm not going to lie to the general public because it's an honor and a privilege to be able to serve in this country in any capacity. I want people to know that. Less than 1% of the world population would ever hold any kind of elected position or appointed position. And God put people in place for a reason. I want people to understand that. I'm not hogging this position. I was placed here. I was elected by my peers to be the president. I think I've done a good job over the last few years. I have ran for election on eight occasions. And each time I won, my people put me back. 'Cause I can't elect myself. I can't appoint myself. I want people to understand that. And yeah, it's fair. If anyone sees fit to nominate or appoint anyone president in this parish, it's up to this board. It is. I don't want no animosity. We're not going to have that. We're going to work together as a police jury. There's no I in jury. It's not. It's police jurors, more than one. That's all I have to say. And thank y'all for your confidence in me. Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. How?
Go ahead.
Go, young.
Okay. Next on the agenda, nominate election for jury vice president.
I'd like to nominate, conflict.
I have a substitute nomination. Okay.
Is that what your motion died? Lack of a second. It died because of lack of a second.
For sure.
Okay. Okay, next.
I nominate Dr. O'Quinn to remain our vice president.
Second.
Second by Mr. Craig. Or any other nomination? We entertain a motion to close the nomination for vice president.
So moved. Second.
Any questions from the audience? Not all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Next on the agenda, revisit, take action on 20% sustainability fund for opioid account for East Feliciana Drug Council. Please come to the mic and state your name, please.
Sandra Hayes. Excuse me. Sandra Hayes. I'm currently voted in the new chairperson for the East Feliciana Alcohol and Drug Council. So normally Ms. Rhonda would be here, but due to health purposes, she's not here today with us to talk about the sustainability, so that is my task. The sustainability that we're asking, originally when we pursued this grant on last year, we were given 20% for the sustainability to run the opiate program. So we're asking for the same 20% as well for sustainability. I know we received $80,000 already to actually run the program. So we're currently asking for the 20% for sustainability, so we continue to provide quality service in the community as we have been doing for the last 15 years.
Are you gonna subtract that from the 80,000?
No, ma'am, we're asking for,
This is an additional?
yes, ma'am.
The same.
The 80,000 basically is just land use, because it's money that just was sitting in here.
Right.
Right.
So they're just asking for what?
The 20, that they being received.
Proceed.
That's what I said, they're receiving the 20%.
I make the motion that we, go ahead and grant them the 20%.
I'll second that.
That's second.
of what we're looking at here? Because I just see 20% of the system.
Yeah, it's at an additional 20%. I think last year, and now I think I'm gonna have to guess, it was like, we received like 23, I believe, $1,000, and I might be a little bit off, and I do apologize for that. So we're just asking for the additional 20% that we were granted last year to go with the 80,000.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
I think it was something like 101, if I can remember correctly.
An additional $101,000
No, it was.
No.
That is 20% is what it was.
of the 101.
No, 20% was the 101, right?
Yeah,
So you're gonna get 80,000 plus 101?
oh my God, yeah, please. No,
And I'm sorry because I just thought of this question. So right now, there is 309 in the fund before the 80,000 comes out. So I believe you're saying 80% of the 309.
no.
I mean 20% of the
An
300.
additional 20% of the 300. So we already were granted 80,000. So an additional 20% for sustainability.
$50,000.
$60,000 over, on top of the,
80 off the top. That'd be about 50,000, 55,000. 130,000. So what's the pleasure of the jury? Make the motion. Got a second? Second? Any more discussion?
I'd like to say before we vote on it,
Please do.
this opioid fund is, you know, we didn't allocate the money. The money was sent to us. It's
Yeah.
got to be spent somewhere. Monies are meant, now, I'm not a spend crazy, but it's, monies are meant to be used. Now, Ms. O'Quinn wants to do some things with it, Sam wants to do, we need to just go ahead and figure this out. So they can get their money, he can get his money, the fire department can buy that stuff, and then if we get more money, if we get another 100,000, we know how to just split it up. Because,
We receive these funds for the next 13 years, so you're right.
because we're sitting here arguing over money, it's not our money. I ain't
if
saying
we
we're
give the
arguing.
$20,000, I mean, the 20%, then that's less that can be spent in the other areas. So, I mean, we have to make our mind up if we want to give it all or a big chunk of it to the drug council.
That's what I'm saying, we need to
Yeah.
just get this figured out, so we're not discussing this at another time.
Is there a motion, Alan?
You got a motion and a second.
I
Let's
second
discuss
to
it.
give,
So I'm gonna call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? One opposed, that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Next on the agenda,
I just passed out to you guys, that's us again, for presentation of East Christiana Drug Council, the
for the
budget.
drug council budget.
Yeah. So I did just pass you out, guys, a copy of the breakdown of the outpatient opiate treatment program. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Any questions from Ms. Hayes?
I had a question just about your services.
Yes, sir.
Do you have numbers on how many people have been treated, just out of curiosity?
In this parish?
Yes, ma'am, through y'all's services.
No, I do not have any numbers as far as adults. I don't have that. I don't have, this program here is new, will be different. We've been doing a lot of things in the community to provide substance abuse education and prevention. So we haven't did the treatment component of it yet. This will be our first time.
Okay.
And we're working in collaboration with the courts.
With the courts. And as you know, drugs are a major problem in this country. In fact, we're going to war with drugs right now. And prevention is the #1 key. We have to prevent it. And we blame the other countries and everybody else for bringing drugs into this country. But guess what? Somebody got to buy them. We're not forcing our kids to buy the drugs. We need to get education and prevention.
And if it's, I have 35 years plus experience in substance abuse and mental health services, working with capital area, working with juveniles, and working with families. And I will be the one overseeing the program.
And I think drugs can touch just about everybody in this building. Drugs can have some kind of effect on you negative, some kind of way. 'Cause if we lose one child, we done lost one too many to drugs.
Yes.
Can I ask you all?
Please do.
Daryl, I talked with you about the CPR machines and all of that kind of stuff. Can you kind of get us, you have more access to that than I do. Can you get us the prices of those things so that by the next meeting, we can go ahead and take care of that? 'Cause you want to go finance first? Okay, so let's go to finance first with it. Okay, and that way we can decide, because that's not a cheap thing to stock every fire department. 22,000 apiece, and how many fire departments?
13.
13.
13 fire districts. That's all the money right there.
So that would take.
Every penny of it.
So that's why it's important on how we spend it.
We need to be able to spread this money, but the DA wants some, the fire department wants some, the drug council wants some, so we can sit down, set a committee, and see what we're gonna do with these money.
I don't think the fire department would have a problem if we just got a couple a year.
Couple of years.
Hey, to spread, since it's gonna be long-term, hey, to be able to spread it out over a few years.
I told you, Ms. Harris.
Okay,
Yep, you have a
and I
question?
do believe at, one of the previous meetings, Mr. Zaquilla was in agreement with what the drug council is doing, and he said that he would not, if the drug council would go ahead on with the program. He didn't, you didn't need any of the money, not need, but you would rather them.
Yeah, and what it is, you can change it at any time, you don't have to just do this and be obligated for the rest of the term of the settlement. They have a training coming up on Thursday, I may have sent a link to y'all, I'm gonna attend the training, it's gonna be virtual, it'll give us a lot more information about how you can spend the money for the fire departments. I think you can reimburse yourself, maybe some for the coroner's office, if you have to buy some drug-related activities or autopsies or things like that. So it may be good for a finance committee meeting in the next month or so, to be able to have a better idea, handle on how to spend.
Are we gonna
And
spend?
Diana is also, registered for that training.
Yeah, we did, better to spend this funds fairly to each and every one, because everyone is affected, so. Make a motion to bring it for the finance committee, and
Yeah, and Daryl, if we could just get the price, with the,
That whole
and we'll get back with you, yes, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Request to amend the CWE Seaweed FY 2024 project.
All right,
District number 7.
Tony Rushon for Waterworks 7 and Mr. Sam Brown for Waterworks 7. Okay, so we've done this a few times to help facilitate our large loan grant, our $2 million loan grant we have ongoing right now. So we have two, actually 5 and 6 are together. They're gonna work together. The first one, a little history, before when we would amend these, generally they'd send out a letter like this you have in front of you that would be for the president to sign. If we were just making a small change, the president would sign it and that would be it. But now they require a resolution to go with that, which is number 6 on the list.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we had this small grant, and I say small is $75,000 to put in radio read meters, but we needed to use some of that money because of price increases on our large loan grant. And we're asking you to approve an amendment in number 5 to allow us to use that money. You've already done it once, but what happened is due to some paperwork issues on our engineer's part and probably not on their part, it's probably just the way the system keeps changing. We had to back up. We had approved the change just once for the water line we were putting in. We didn't get some other checkoffs on that, and that's been done, and the contractors are waiting on their money, so we'd like to change it now to approve the use of that money for our storage tank, which is upcoming in about 3 months, if you would do that for
Motion
us.
to amend. Motion
Motion.
by Mr. Oliver.
Second.
Second by Mr. Finnegan. Any more discussion? Question from the audience. Is all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, and that was number 5, and that's the amendment letter. Number 6 is a resolution that goes with number 5, and it's just exactly the same thing. It's just the resolution
With no
from the
support.
jury to approve it.
So moved.
By Dr. Quinn.
Second.
Second by Mr. Oliver. Any discussion? Question from the audience. Not all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 7.
All right, number 7, that's for this year's upcoming CWIF grant request that we come before the jury to ask for a letter of recommendation and approval so we can seek those funds. Community Water Enhancement Fund, it goes to the parishes. If you had more than one water district controlled by the parish, then it would go to, there would be I guess, an arm wrestling contest for it. But there's only one, there's only District 7. The other town, there's additional money for the towns and villages to apply for, but this part of it is for the parish to be used for water enrichment. So we're asking for your permission to seek that grant for this year.
That's from the gap.
No, this is actually CWIF. This is
CWIF.
Community Water Enhancement. LAGAPs, you guys have already applied for LAGAP.
We have.
And we'll be hopefully applying for this pending your approval.
Motion by Mr. Chastain.
Second.
Second by Mr. Finnegan. Any discussion? Question from the audience. Not all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Anything else? Any more questions for Mr. Rushian? If not, thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Number 8, request noise variance for event to be held at 8596 Highway 963, Elton, on January 31st, 2026. Mr. William Jarrell. State your name, please.
William Jarrell. We're requesting a noise variance for the 31st of January coming up for the time frame between the start of the event and to the end of the event. We'll be out of there about 6:30 is the last.
Before dark. Ready dark.
Right at dark.
What time?
Y'all plan to open?
What time?
What time y'all open the gates?
I think it's at 12 o'clock,
12 to
12 to around about 6,
Okay.
Approximately about 6 hours.
6 hours.
about 6 hours,
Tell me the times again.
12 to 6.
So,
Done by 6 p.m.
6 p.m., the music will be out.
They have to be done by dark.
By dark, by dusk.
sundown.
so everything is all in place for the security detail? Did you have Travis all on board with you?
Talked to Travis already. They on board with their traffic from coming to the event. We also hired security to take care of it.
So the local police enforcement is already aware
So
of
it's
things
police,
going
that's
And
correct.
state police be involved also.
I move to grant the variance.
Motion by Mr. Armstead, second by Dr. Coach Cheatham. I finna call you Doc, Coach. You got a motion, any questions from the audience? Come to the mic. 1 second. Let me speak.
Randy Duvall. I understand the request, this same type event was causing numerous disturbances here a few short weeks ago. Numerous calls into the sheriff's office. Finally, they went out there and shut it down. Now we're requesting a variance. Is the community that lives there doesn't want to deal with this at all. They're here tonight. Several of them are home. The local community of this area does not want this at all. These are the people who actually live in this parish, live in your district. They don't want anything to do with any type of noise variances. It just took place. There was tons of phone calls that day, that Sunday. This was 5-6 weeks ago.
We have a court order ruling that we cannot prevent these people from doing the things they want to do on their property.
They can do what.
Just let me good now. We grant liquor license for nonprofit and everything else on one day basis now. Noise variance been granted for other places also.
Mhm.
And we just cannot discriminate, you know. It's the law. There's nothing we can do about it. It's up to the jury. As long as the noise is too excessive, if it's too excessive, the sheriff will come out there and tell Mr. Gerald that it's too excessive.
The law is the reason he's here
I
tonight, to
know.
get a variance
I
for.
know. That's what we
The
know.
people of the community are asking y'all to uphold the current laws that are on the books, that we don't want this noise.
What I'm saying is we cannot discriminate because it's happening all over the parish.
I think
People,
if we don't grant the variance, it's gonna have the sheriff's office making
numerous
out
calls.
there,
Yeah.
And it's gonna, I think, make it harder for the sheriff's office to do their job in other areas of the parish if they're constantly going here, and we can't tell them that they can't have it. Like, I totally understand where y'all are coming from, that y'all don't want it in that area, but the court system tells us that we can't tell them no.
They can have all the party they want,
Right.
but they're coming to y'all for our laws that are on the book to get a variance for one.
Right.
But we have granted these variances.
So
in
you're
the past.
saying any variance that I want, just because I want it, you can't discriminate and tell me no?
Within reason, I don't think Mr. Gerald will go out there and knock the roof off people's houses with loud music. Let's be human, let's be real about this, people, come on. We're trying to work together as a community, and I just don't, you know, you can.
How is this working
Listen
together?
to
This is
what
your
I'm saying now,
community.
let me finish. You could have a cow next door to me mooing too loud, and I can call the police for a noise variance.
And I think Ms. O'Quinn can attest to
You can
that.
attest to that, can't
She
you?
had these people out there with Klein Rodeo, and that event went on
For
for 3
years,
straight days.
yeah.
For years. And they were granted it, and they were given it.
Yes, for
So
sure.
we can't, it's out of the police jury, and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah. We had a crew come here last year about roosters crowing all night. What can we do about a rooster crowing? A rooster don't crow too loud. It violates.
It's in the ordinance. Animal noises are in the ordinances.
So we got, go ahead.
Mark Browning, don't leave me. I just want to say one thing, chicken and dumplings will fix the rooster crow. That's a different story. Our legal counsel, Sam, where are we really, do we really stand with the law on this? I understand a ruling was made by a local court, an appellate court overturned the ruling.
The first Circuit of Appeal overturned it.
That said, even though this is a agriculturally zoned piece of property, they can have events like this. Help me out and understand the legalities. Where do we stand as a parish? Where do we stand as a police jury?
Yeah, it's gonna be easier if I sent the police jury, I sent Ms. Harris a recitation of it today about
Right.
what happened in the Court of Appeal, what happened in the district court. And it may be better if I can just send that to you instead of going over.
But I need to know now.
Basically, okay, you need to know now, this is what it is. You had a grandfather clause in 2008. The zoning commission took
Took
the
it out.
grandfather clause out in
Right.
2010. We didn't have a grandfather clause in from 2010 until January of last year. Meaning, if they were doing something they wasn't supposed to do on that property, and they stopped it for 6 months, they couldn't start it back. But they took that out, so they could still continue to do what they did. We did 2 things in court. One, we got a preliminary injunction to stop them. And then we asked for a permanent injunction to keep it stopped. The Court of Appeal said we can't keep it stopped because we didn't have a reason to keep it stopped. The sheriff even came, he testified that he went to events out there. Buck had a lot of events out there, and they were able to do that for a long period of time, you know, the whole time he had it. And we didn't have anything in there to stop them after the grandfather clause was removed by the zoning commission. I think Mr. Rushaw was on there as well. Maybe you can talk to him or talk to whoever was on the zoning commission back then about why they removed it. I had no idea they removed it 2015, when they had a problem, and I called over there and I found out that they had it removed.
And Mr.
So
DA?
that's kind of where we are right now.
And Mr.
I think we're getting off
No,
track.
no, we're not. We're going with the court
You
system.
asked me about it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I-
Thank you.
The main
But
thing right now
for
is-
tonight's agenda,
Yeah, for right now.
no
they
one,
can't-
no one here is saying they can't go to their property and utilize it in any manner they want according to our laws. But coming in here and asking for a variance to one of our laws is y'all's decision to say, no, our laws are what they are.
And if you could, I could just make one really quick suggestion. If you give them a variance, they said they're gonna shut it off by 6 o'clock. that day.
Yes,
If you give them a variance, set a time limit on it, from 12 o'clock on that day to 6 o'clock on that day, or something like
Yeah,
that.
we did
And that means they can't just have, rights to go all night. And they'll
For
have to
sure.
Shut it off at a certain
Certain
time.
time.
That would be.
Well, the sheriff is gonna enforce that anyway. I've already spoken to him. He's got several state police that are coming. I think one of the biggest problems that the residents had,
Was
if
the
I'm correct,
traffic.
was the traffic. And impeding them and coming in and out. But as far as for noise, you're not gonna be able to
You
stop
see-
that. Because the sheriff and I talked about it several times. You can be in your yard and I can be playing my radio and you're gonna hear it next door, regardless. And like I said, it's only a one-day event. It's only gonna last a couple of hours. We just can't stop it.
Excuse me, the flyer.
Wait a minute, wait. Come to the light and state your name,
Man,
please.
y'all gotta do is just gonna be finna pass this.
You'll be next. I see her in.
Juanita Parks. And the flyer that was sent out says it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
But the man right here says, open the gates at 12 o'clock and be closed at 6. The parade is in the morning. The Mardi Gras parade is in the morning.
In the matter, it says that he's open at 8 o'clock in the morning. It has nothing to do with a parade.
Yeah, but he said that no,
The noise.
stores
No,
at
it's
12.
at 12.
1 minute.
He probably gotta get.
1 second,
get
Mr.
in.
Chair.
Debbie Kemp, I think the problem is here is the definition of what noise is.
Yes,
You're
that.
right.
Do we have a decibel level
Yes,
in
we
a
do.
law?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, then you have to negotiate how much you're, above that decibel level you're gonna allow. And I don't know who's gonna be out there measuring it, but that's the question, you know, that's it, right there, or the answer.
I understand what you're saying.
But I guess it's a good question. Who's gonna be out there measuring that? And with what?
Mr. Kent,
I got a decimal meter.
can I clarify something that's gonna help you out?
Please do.
What you're saying is that we do not grant these folks this variance, after they went to court, we don't grant them one, and then
In the
this year,
future,
when somebody
they have
else
to
comes
come,
in,
when some of their friends
That make no
come
difference
and want
who
this to
you
happen,
You
if we
don't
don't
get
grant
the
one, we got a problem.
And that's for any event.
any event, anywhere, anything.
It's so true. I
got a
totally agree.
motion. That's
And
what
we,
we
if
can-
we discriminate against these people, and other groups come, they ask for variances on alcohol, even on noise. They have access for it, and we grant them permission to do it.
So Jack Rogers, I actually live
I know
right
where
on the
you
side of it. So I know Lewis very well, a bunch of y'all up there. So it's not so much of the noise variance. Who picked up the trash out in front of my house
They would be,
for 3 days? I did, and my wife did. All right, after this, chicken bones and boxes and all this stuff.
No.
So our taxpaying money's gonna go pick all this stuff up? Who's paying for the sheriff's department, state troopers, our local sheriff's department? Who's paying for them to come out there? So the road was blocked, almost to the veterinarian clinic, where the water is, all the way past my house. So actually, I was at my camp, but this happened last time, and I came in from Norwood. I couldn't even make it to Pipes Lane, couldn't even get into my house. It was 2 lanes. They had people on 4-wheelers running through my front yard, between my pipe fence and then the ditches and all that. Who's gonna handle all this? Who's paying for all this? My taxpaying money's paying for this? I'd rather my taxpaying money go to, well, she left, the young lady to help with drugs and other things and waste money on, smarter things, not somebody else collecting money at a door to have a party next door to my house. I moved out here. I lived in Ascension Parish. Give you a little history about me. I moved out here to raise my kids in a different atmosphere. I don't want parties. I don't want that type of music next to my house. And I can hear it from my house. I heard it from my house last go-round. Look, we have a nice neighborhood next door to me. These young ladies over here and everything in our neighborhood, we get along great. Don't have a problem up and down our road. Literally, everybody sitting here is from Highway 10, all the way to Highway 19. And they're all asking y'all not to pass the noise variance. You don't, if it's just saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't pass this noise variance, all right, let's be real about this. They can't have it, you know, they won't be able to have that. It was grandfathered in, but without the noise variance, they can't have it. We all know it's not, you know, it's pretty cut and dry. We don't want that around our houses. Don't want the traffic, don't want the trash, don't want the music, don't want all the disruption. Also, with that said, out of all that, who's gonna clean, like, that's my biggest thing. Who's gonna clean up these messes? Who's gonna do this?
So what we need to do, man, is give these folks an opportunity to write if there was any wrong that you guys thought from the first time. And you ask them who's gonna pay for them. A lot of times when they have an event, the event planner or whoever's having the event has to come up with the funding to take care of certain things. Now, if you have trash and stuff in the front of your yard the next night, give them time to come in. Just don't run out there as soon as they break and start picking it up. They probably gonna be out there that very next day picking it up. Hopefully 3 days, it won't be 3 days again.
I let it sit for over a week.
Well, hopefully it won't be a week this time.
Look, everybody down there,
Well,
it didn't go down that way. I mean, we know what happened last go around. I couldn't even get in my driveway.
Yes, yes, sir.
You can't stop, you gonna have.
Well, then you call the sheriff, and the sheriff goes down there, sends a couple deputies, and they shut it down, and
Even
it's
with-
over. If they, or keep them, don't have the music.
You don't have the music, cause
how you
they
have
don't
a
have
party
music.
without music?
You just can't play it so loud.
100% agree with what y'all are saying, 100%. But we can't tell them they can't have it, but I see your point of saying with the noise variance, it's just gonna keep the sheriff's office one back.
Decibels down.
I don't
There's
know.
not even a need for a noise
There's variance. So,
Yeah, we're gonna.
correct me if I'm wrong here, I'm not an attorney or anything. If you don't grant this, it's not that you can't grant anybody else, it's a case-by-case basis.
That's
So
what
let's
I'm
get
saying,
that
case
straight.
by case,
It's a
exactly.
case-by-case basis, so I know it was kind of pushed around, oh, well, we can't, if we don't give him one, then we, you know, can't give anybody else one. No, it's a case-by-case basis. All right, so the case is everybody in that community, we don't want the noise variance. I mean, that's what we're asking here. If y'all grant it, then that's on to y'all, but the entire community down there doesn't want it. And they've made it very clear, you know. So, again, y'all handle it the way y'all want to handle it.
100% agree with everybody that's here.
Yeah,
I
so,
understand exactly where you're coming from.
yeah, I got 2 little kids. I don't want that type music and hear that stuff. And look, where we live at, it echoes.
Can I ask you a question? How long have you been here? Were you here?
2015, I moved
So
here.
you were here when Mr. Richardson was having it?
I built the track in the back.
So
of the
that's
Buck,
my-
but,
my-
you know,
that's my- my-
he'd have like 15 trucks
That's
over
my
there.
point
but-
is, were you here when he was having his
Oh,
events?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
where's his energy now? You know what I'm just saying, you know?
He didn't do, you never heard the music from.
Oh,
the
yes,
from
sir.
Buck Ridge.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll
Oh,
be
yes,
honest,
sir.
yeah, I went to Buck
Yes, sir.
concert,
Yes,
they
sir.
was kinda loud.
No, they were loud.
He had concerts.
So from
Yes, sir.
2015 till
Yes, sir.
now, I'm the one that actually built the track for Buck Ridge.
Mr. Parks and them have come in complaining about Buck and them making noise, and I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
I'm further from him
Right.
than
Now,
they
They
are.
came and complained about the noise.
But what I'll
That's
tell
not
you is,
true.
the events that Buck had since 2015, they were not loud. So the last one he had was the horse track in the back. Again, I built the horse track for him. All right, he maybe had 50 people there. Did y'all see y'all seen the pictures and everything from the last
Mr.
one?
Richardson had entertainers to come at his
I come
spot.
out there and
and
book
they
it.
come out
Since
there, come on.
2015?
Yeah, okay, Mr.
Huh?
President, we have,
It
yes,
was
sir.
not
No,
since,
Yes.
it was
You have to
before
give it to the
15.
We just keep the drug gets on long enough. We
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
voices in the south and on the board to allow them a noise variance for 6 hours.
Yes.
So I'm calling for the question.
I just want to reinforce, you can't compare the two. They are not the same. This is something that was once in a while. This is something that, from what I understand, wants to be a business and do it all the time. It's two different things. And you need to realize, music and stuff out there will carry for more than a mile. Because I've asked when I've gone down there what you can hear. It goes for more than a mile.
I'm gonna state this fact. I've been to Buck concert. He had over 200 people out there at one time, 300 people at a time. So, one more, and then we'll call for the question.
Okay. My name is Deborah Holmes. I live in that subdivision
I know
over
you
there.
live.
And the last time when he had an event over there, it was unbearable with the traffic. We couldn't get into our homes. If an emergency was to happen, the emergency people couldn't get to us. So that's very dangerous. And I don't understand why it's so important to have these type of events. Anyway, because you could do other things that's more helpful for somebody in the area other than having that type of stuff going on. So I'm just saying, think about the people who live there and have to deal with this all the time. And we can't just pick up and move. So y'all don't live over there, do you? Anybody?
I don't.
And I was there when Buck was there, but I know Buck didn't have people parked all over there in our subdivision. That's a fact, because I was there for a long time. I've been there over 30-some years. And we never had that type of situation. Buck had his thing going on, but it wasn't like that. We didn't like the noise, but we put up with it because we knew him, and he was a respectable man. He was respectable to us. He didn't do anything to disrupt our life. So I thank God that we have people that stand up for us. And that's what y'all are supposed to do. We put you in the office to do the things that's right for us as individuals, as people that vote you in, or whatever, and the money that's being spent on the situation. I just ask you, think about it, pray about it, let the Lord lead you. Now, the Gerald people, I know they done put out a lot of money on this situation, but they need to think. People's lives, are they living over there? They go home in peace and quiet. So please, think about this. And we're speaking on behalf of all the people that live over there and the ones that's close by the area. We don't want that type of situation going on. So please.
Do the jails have rights?
Sure, they have
Okay,
rights.
That's all I'm asking. Okay, they
Yes.
have rights also.
They do.
They have opinions also. And
Exactly.
They pay good money for their property.
Exactly.
Okay. Just think about it. Put yourself in their position.
I know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay.
But is money more important than somebody's life? What if somebody come over there and start shooting? You don't know them people mind that's coming to this party.
With all due
You don't
res-
know what they gonna
All due
do.
respect.
With all due respect, somebody
I
can
go to
walk in
church
that
and
door
keep
right
walking
now
in.
They sure
and
can.
start shooting.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
But
And that's why we have police officers.
we have had situations in other places that the people done came and shot up and killed up people at other parties and stuff. You don't want to put yourself in that type of situation. No, we don't know if we're going to even leave here today.
Exactly.
Nobody know that. But there is something we can do to limit that type of situation. If you put yourself in it, sure, it can happen. You don't know if they're going to be bringing drugs or anything else. That's too close to my house.
Yes, ma'am.
Come over there when the party going on to my house and sit down and have a cup of coffee and see what you think about it. Thank you.
I would do just that. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask Mr. Gerald a
Please
question?
do.
I just want to reassure the community. This here event that's coming on the 31st, that larger crowd is only a one-time event. And the only reason why that crowd is that loud, that large, is they're coming from the Mardi Gras parade. Any other event we have out there, people are gonna trickle in and you wouldn't even know they're there. You know, it's just a one-time, this is not something we're gonna do every day to draw a crowd like that. It's a one day out of a year, and that's it. And I can assure that. The noise, we control the noise. So you guys know, I'm a minister, and I'm not gonna disrespect nobody's household. I'm the one in charge of keeping the noise level down. You're more than welcome to come out there, come on that property with your decimal. You got free reign. You got my permission to ensure that we're trying to do everything right. We also hired the police department. They're gonna be on the property. So it ain't gonna be no regular security to do that. So we're gonna have actual police officers on the property that's gonna monitor the
He
property.
questioned the cleanup. We have someone picking up the trash.
Yes, sir.
On the house.
And Lord is my witness. Last time we had the event, we didn't pick up that night, and we didn't pick up the next day. Go back in time and Google it. It stormed the very next day after the event. Myself, with my trailer, and 5 other people drove up and down that road, picking up trash with my trailer and my truck. The first day the event was over with, I'm not for sure, the gentleman in the neighborhood, he took pictures of all the trash. But if it came back out the day after the rain, it was no trash there. Because I assure that we picked the trash up.
It was an anomaly that we had just come out of COVID. We had just come out of COVID, and everyone wanted somewhere to go. We had a Mardi Gras parade, and people just wanted somewhere to go. They've been locked up for COVID, and just wanted somewhere to go.
And we're gonna respect their
I don't think
neighborhood.
that'll ever happen again, not that
Right.
many people.
We hadn't had nothing else out there, because after it was said nothing, that we could do anything, we didn't even have nothing else out there other than our own personal stuff.
Mr. Gerald?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we all know what happened.
Right.
And the incident that's causing everybody grief.
Yes, ma'am.
So what would you say are some of the things, the bigger things that you are doing to
Different.
keep it from being like that
But,
again?
but number one, when we first had the event, we had no idea the crowd was gonna turn from the
No one else
parade
did.
to come that way. We didn't even have a clue. And when we noticed it, by that time, it was just the crowd, the traffic was out of control. I agree with them. I would have been upset too if somebody was blocking my driveway trying to get to my, I respect it, but this time, we got ahead of the game and we got with the police department, who's also gonna have state troopers helping them with the traffic. So that's gonna take a big total off of the traffic
So
situation.
that's gonna help you with your parking too?
No, we already got 10 people helping us with parking on the property. That we didn't have last time. So
That's something else that you have.
we had additional people to help us with the parking. Another thing is that slowed up the traffic so people know. Out there you don't have good reception. We were doing what they call Cash App. Cash App was just spinning and was causing people to stay at that gate where there's no more Cash App. If you don't have money, you can't come on the property. We turn them around.
Okay, a call for the question. All in favor of granting them a variance for 6 hours from 12 until 6? Okay, one more, I'm calling for the question.
Yes.
He said from 12 to 6.
They say 12 and 6.
He said 12 to 6. He said 12 till 6 for dusk.
Francine D'Amico. I just have a few questions. How many people would you estimate came last time for
He
the Mardi
can't do
Gras
that, yeah, he can't.
party thing?
I wouldn't
I
answer
mean, you
that.
can give a rough estimate.
No, we can't because with so many people.
At
in
least
Clinton,
2,000.
You can't, you can't, it's impossible.
Okay, so
I wouldn't
this
answer that.
flyer, like, where is it being distributed to? I mean, like, we talking people come from New Orleans, where? I mean, they came from how far away? Sure, of course not. There are young children around here, there are farm animals, there are pets that are around here. Yes, you do have the ability to deny this variance.
Thank you, ma'am. Call for the question. All in favor? In opposed?
I oppose.
I feel like, just as the lady said, that us on a case-by-case basis, all the community showed up, and theirs it puts us in office, and if we're not their voice, then what are we doing here? I totally agree that it's a property, he should go do what he wants to on it, but there are issues with it. When I came in here tonight, I was in favor of the ordinance, I will tell you, of giving the variance, but after seeing everybody show up and giving their opinions, I totally agree that you're coming to us, y'all put us in office and giving us your opinions that
And I respect your opinion. We have 2 opposed, so the motion passed. You granted your,
Can I ask who that was? I missed Richard and the two opposed, is that what I got?
Mr. Chastain, well, Richard,
And Richard?
yeah,
So Jason,
12 to 6.
our police of all these people voted for him. That's what I need to clarify that.
Okay, thank you. You have to go from 6 until 12, from 12 until 6, until dusk. Let's move on.
Let's
And
move
I
on.
would personally go out there, take pictures and everything else, make sure all the garbage picked up, the noise is not too excessive. The sheriff will be there, state police will be there. He have his own security. That's all we can do. The jury voted to grant them a variance, so they had a variance.
And Mr. Gerald, I hope you look at this as an opportunity to get the faith back of your people that live in your neighborhood out there and do the right thing, whatever that might be, so that y'all can work together as a community. It's a tough, this has been a very, very tough decision for us. And we know it's put some people, you know, that they're not happy, but this is your chance to do it right. So.
Like I say, my brother and I, we both retired military. He retired, I'm retired Marine. And we're gonna respect everybody and open to work with the community and take any suggestion and any advice we want to give us. Like I said, they're more than welcome to come there and hear how loud it is and we just work with it.
Okay, you granted your variance,
All right,
okay.
thank you.
Let's move on. Yes, sir.
Just a quick question, with the variances, is that gonna be like a precedent you're setting for these variances, or is it gonna be, if he comes back for something else, he's gonna have to get another variance?
Yes,
Case by
just
case
case by
basis.
case.
You just stated
Not a
case
permanent
by-
variance, no, it's just for one event.
That's why I'm saying it's his opportunity to prove that he can do it right.
Say that again? It's just for this one event, just for what's going on January 31st.
Mr. Gerald, can I suggest you throw a little Conway Twitty? Maybe a little Ernest Tubb in there, and I think everybody would be more successful.
Okay, we're gonna move on with the agenda.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, for the move on with the agenda, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, discuss take action if necessary on termination of contract with Waste Pro for overhead dumpsters at 12306 Main Street and 1264 Marshall Street. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll try to be real quick on this. And Mr. DeQuilla, if you had anything to add, please do. So there's also a contract in place with overhead dumpsters that you all have with Waste Pro. It was brought to my attention by Mr. DeQuilla that will also expire. So I just want to know about a renewal, termination, or what do you all want to do with those overhead dumpsters?
We have one here about here, you know, there's, right?
Looks like I have 3 dumpsters
One on Hay
and
Street.
3 roll-offs. There's a contract for one on Haynes Street and Marston Street, but it looks like there's one at the maintenance yard and old DPW as well.
Yeah. You know, dumpsters serve a purpose, so what,
But we're not wanting to continue with Waste Pro with our normal pickup.
Right, we already, correct.
Well, what we gonna do?
what we gonna do?
Negotiate.
Yeah, we need to, cause they're gonna throw garbage out, trash out there, it's gonna really cause a problem if.
That's why we should have handled this 6 months ago when nobody wanted to do it, just kicked it down the road and said we'll deal with it in the contract. So that's why we're here now.
Well, it's still under contract with Waste Pro is, so.
So,
They didn't terminate the contract.
with you all making a motion tonight, Mr. DeQuilla will be able to get the information out to Waste Pro about not renewing the contract, and you'll have time to search for other vendors.
So, question, Mr. President, when the contract expires?
April 1st, March 31st, April 1st.
You have to give them between 90 and 120 days to non-termination. If nothing else, you can terminate it, you can rebid it, and you really just need to get a better contract with whoever's gonna be your
Even if we use them, we need a better contract. Like this contract doesn't serve us any.
any penalties in it at all. That's kind of what the problem was before, you know, if they did something they wasn't supposed to do, or if you didn't have any penalties, you can't charge them for a household for the amounts they didn't pick up. So it really needs to be redrafted, but that's strictly up to you.
So we have everything in place and moving forward with the residential garbage collection. This is for the,
Overhead.
the overhead dumpsters.
We have 120 days to bid it out, to get a new contract with someone else, or renew a contract with them.
Okay.
Do you have to bid out the dumpsters as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see where you all did that before. I think it's it.
So what's the pleasure of the jury?
Make a motion to rebid.
Second it.
Any more discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? And they can't be.
They can rebid it, okay, I mean, yeah, good.
Okay. Adopt Bridge Investment Program Resolution.
Okay, so a copy of the resolution is in your packet. Mr. Hill, he couldn't be here tonight. He had an emergency, he had to leave. But he spoke to you all about the bridge investment program before. So the resolution has to be approved so we can go ahead and apply for that grant, do the application for that grant. It's for Spec Garrett Bridge.
Motion.
And there's a 20% cost share, but we're working on securing the cost share so the jury doesn't have to pay.
Second.
Any discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda, committee and staff report. Executive committee, I have one thing. The deadline for applications of resumes applying for the registered voter position is January 29th at 4:00 p.m.
5:30.
And don't forget, yeah. You have it in your package. And after that, I will set up a committee to do interviews, and we'll appoint the registered voters before March 31st. It's a appointed position by the jury.
You said 4 o'clock? 5:30.
5:30 on the 29th.
And if you all would vote on that, only because at the last meeting, you all voted to close the applications, I believe, by the 15th of January.
It'll be 29th of 26th of January at 5:30 p.m.
I'd like to make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Finnegan.
Second.
Any more discussion?
I just have one thing. Since there is a chief deputy, just to let everyone know, also the public, right now the chief deputy is Miss Penny Forrester, and she is she's doing the role of the registrar until one is appointed by the jury.
By the jury. Thank you. Yep. Got the motion, everybody voted? All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. I don't have anything else. Personnel Committee, Dr. Crystal Queen.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Finance Committee, Mr. Kyle Flanagan.
I'd like to make a motion to approve monthly invoices.
So moved.
Any discussion? Question from the audience? And then all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Public Work and Equipment, Mr. Jason McCray.
I don't have anything, Mr. President.
Building and Properties, Mr. Dexter Umstead.
Yes, I have something real quick. We had the can of rotten poles at the park in McManus refurbished, well, not refurbished, replaced, should I say, because they were rotting out. And so now we just, anyone want to use, just go out and use the swings or what have you. They are safe, got new poles, you don't have to worry about them breaking down on you. So we'd like to thank Ms. Yamisha Harris for kind of coordinate for me with me there. So we appreciate that. And that's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Administrative matters. Ms. Harris.
Update on the Safety Streets grant that we brought to you all a couple months ago. The police jury was awarded this grant. And I just wanted to thank everyone in the office for helping with this grant to get everything done. So the police jury, it is a competitive grant. So it was awarded to the jury. I'll keep you all updated on that. We also, I have a letter from LSU Ag. On behalf of East Feliciana Extension Service and the LSU Ag Center, I want to express our sincere gratitude for your generous support of our application and proposal of the Mary and Darrell Pennington Family Foundation Grant. While we were not awarded funding for the conference room expansion, We were awarded $71,000 toward building enhancements and improvements to our office and building. So I'll just stop it at there, and they just want to thank the jury for their support with that grant. The LGAP grant that you all we did apply for the LGAP grant, and you know we all were awarded the LGAP grant for 24-25. For 25-26, the deadline is coming up, and I want to thank Waterworks for working with us on that, because they are asking for a resolution for CWIF and not LGAP, because we did speak with them before and said that the jury going forward would apply for LGAP. So we've we'll meet again on Thursday. This grant is $60,000. The police jury, I will have something at the next meeting, if you all would approve us applying for that grant for equipment. And the deadline, I believe, is February. So we're doing pretty good with applying for grants and being awarded those grants. If there's anything that you all know of, let us know and we'll work on that. But we are working on trying to get more grants for the parish.
Okay, you're not finished yet, Ms. Harris.
And
I have two recommendations.
I want to read from Miss Diana, and it's for you all to actually, it's in your binders for you all to, before you do anything with your December 30th, 2025, to the members of the police jury. For your consideration, please see the recommendations below. On December 22nd, 2025, an in-depth review of the candidate packets for the parish-wide engineering services for hazard mitigation projects were completed by 5 police jury employees. Our 3 candidates, All South Consulting Engineers, Alvin Fairburn and Associates, LLC, and Quality Engineering and Surveying, LLC, were scored based on the categories disclosed in the request for qualifications. As a result, the highest scoring applicant was Quality Engineering and Surveying, LLC. On December 29, 2025, an in-depth review of the candidate packets for standby contract for debris removal and site management for debris reduction, emergency roadway debris clearance, and waterway debris removal was completed by 5 police jury employees. Our 7 candidates, Ceres Environmental Services, INC, Crowder Golf, DRC Emergency Services, Dynamic Group, Looks Great Services, Southern Disaster Recovery, and TFR Enterprise were scored based on the categories disclosed in the request for qualifications. As a result, the highest scoring applicant was Ceres Environmental Services. So the recommendations from those that did the scoring for parish engineering is Quality Engineering and Surveying, and debris removal, Ceres Environmental Services.
Let's do one at a time. We're going to do the first one for engineering services and hazard mitigation. They recommended Quality Engineering, right?
Yes.
Okay. Motion.
No, it's parish engineering.
Engineering.
Hazard
Mitigation
project.
project.
It's for engineering and hazard mitigation.
That's the engineering form we're going to use is Quality. And what do you recommend? Motion?
So move.
Any discussion? Question from the audience. And all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Next, debris removal.
So moved.
Series. I recommended series who done it in the past. Motion by Dr. Quinn, second by Mr. Umstead. Any question from the audience? Is that all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried.
And I just want to thank everyone who stepped in. Mr. Mueller wasn't able to be with us, but Mr. Sean did sit in for
Thank you, Ms. Harris. Anything else, Ms. Harris? And, Homeland Security, Ms. Darrell Bueller.
I'm gonna do Richard a favor. We got a Riverbend practice drill, April 22nd, and the real drill will be June 23rd. We'll have a training course for the PIO, your Public Information Officer. We're gonna have 2 of them. So Fred right here, he is one of them that'll be down there at GOSEP with it. And the other one will be, what's her name? Janet Williams. Hey, she's gonna be the other one that'll be up at EOC. Sean will be running the EOC. I will be in West Feliciana for this drill.
I would ask every juror possible to try to go through this training and attend these drills. They're very important.
Hey, this will be the biggest drill Riverbend has ever done. And kind of give you a hint, it's gonna be a terrorism attack, and it's gonna be big, so JR is really gonna be busy this time. Because he's gonna be out with the dosimeters, hey, reading all the radiation that's oh, Sean said, no, you ain't. So, hey, that's what we have coming. We'll be sending an email out this week to notify everybody. We should have another date coming up to do just some key people training on that, but.
Anything else for Mr. Bueller? Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Commissioner Board report.
Good enough, Richard?
Public comment. I have one thing to say on the public comment. We're here elected to do a job, and we should always take our job very seriously. Each juror have the right to come here and find out just what's going on and what their duties are. We took an oath of office to do the best we can to run this parish and to make a decision. Some of them ain't gonna be easy. We're not gonna please everyone. It's impossible. We do the best of our ability and do what's right and go home and go to sleep at night.
What's legal?
Legal. That's it.
Legal and right.
And be fair to every citizen in this parish. It's not no big odds in this parish to me. Everybody treats the same. I don't care if you got 10,000 acres or 1 foot of property. We're going to treat everybody right. Everybody the same. You have to do that. I don't care if your name is Mr. Rich Man or Mr. Poor Man. You're going to be treated the same when it comes down to me. And I hope every juror feel that way. I saw some people falling up when we make decisions. But it's our elected duty to make these decisions. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. It's just that simple. We got 2 years left on this term. I'm not going to be threatened or intimidated by no one in this parish. I got a job to do, and I'm going to do it. And I hope y'all feel the same way I feel. And I hope every individual in the parish respects us for doing that. We can't please everybody, and I'm not trying to please them. I just want to do the right thing for the majority of the people in this parish. And that's the only way I see it, people. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Rushion, what you got? State your name.
I'm JR, and I'm representing the coroner's office tonight. Just to give you a recap for the year, we finished the year with 300 coroner cases, right down to the last end. Out of those, there's 260 coroner deaths, 40 orders of protective custody / coroner emergency committals. There was 1 emergency committal, 39 OPCs, which means the mental health issues along the way. In addition to that 260, there were 40 hospital deaths for parish residents. And the coroner's office, with today's invoices, have recouped $41,925 for the jury, back from the other jurisdictions, state, municipalities. So, anybody have any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Rushion? Thank you, Mr. Rushion. And I received your information today from the corner. Thank you. Any more public comment? Yes, ma'am. State your name.
Debbie Kemp. My cousin texted me last Tuesday saying that the jury had been awarded $1.2 million from the feds. I don't know if it's true or not. And then when she found out I was coming to the police jury meeting, you know, what's that money for? Where is it going? This kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Chrissy's laughing, so something's going on.
Yeah,
And it could be the redundant with what Ms. Harris was talking about. It was the safety infrastructure, and my thing was define safety.
And it's nothing that's brand new. This has been going on all year long. Perhaps we had a politician who was singing their praises.
She says Channel 2.
I know, they took it and they ran with it. And
Okay,
You
all right.
may wanna look,
I can't get Channel 2.
go on the internet and it's there and
Physically,
it's stuff that's happened all year.
physically, I live in Louisiana, but my TV set and my phone think I live in Texas. So I get Texas news and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know how to fix it. But I'll let her know it's been in the works for a good while, and she thinks it was supposed to go to roads and bridges, and it might, but when you take $1.2 million and you divide it 7 ways, it's a chump change. It's chump change.
So we have been awarded the 1.2 that's for the safety,
Infrastructure.
that's, I believe the one you're talking about, I saw an email, that's with the email. Those are different.
Right.
We're already awarded the 1.2.
Okay.
But I think there's some more.
I think that some of Bill Cassidy's money went to the internet, it went to,
I saw the email today, and we're meeting to discuss that. That's one of the things we're discussing Thursday, but it has nothing to do with the 1.2 that you've been awarded for the safety street.
Okay, well, thank you.
it's wishful thinking. I got plenty of calls, that's why I was laughing about it.
Okay.
Tony Rushon, real quick. Driving through Livingston Parish, I don't know this is the fact, but it appears just looking at the trash cans along the road, they went from Waste Pro to Trash Rangers. So when you guys start looking for your people, Trash Rangers, you've seen them if you watch Channel 2 or Channel 9, they have commercials. They have the raccoon driving the truck in a suit. I'm sure that's hot. But anyway, I see all their cans along the roads in Livingston Parish. So if you know anybody on the Livingston Council, they evidently had an issue and they wanted to change, so you may want to talk to somebody in Livingston about it.
I think they're paying $70. I think they're paying $70 a household for their trash pickup. I mean, you're paying a lot for that suit. They really are.
That's, four times. I mean, it's $70 a month or $70 a pickup.
A month, which is like way more expensive than it would cost us.
Well, and that goes along with what I was gonna say in public comment. Since we're on the topic, I would just say everybody be prepared. It's gonna be going up. I know we're potentially gonna be bidding for letting Waste Pro know we are no longer interested in their service. And then I think they were probably looking at an increase, and then if it goes through the bid process, it'll be exponentially more when they bid it to us again. Yes, ma'am. They're going up both ways. It's just more so if you go through the bid process, yes. So I just want everybody to know that up front, but I think we're probably going to see some increase through other providers as well. And I just wanted that to be said.
And we may get a better,
Yeah,
we may get a better contract.
yes, might be better contract, might be better service, but I just want y'all to know that there's potential for increase across the board, irregardless.
I want to throw mine in here about the trash. I spoke to him, I don't know what you call it. I was dead set against, their portals the last time. I think that would save us money because we could get our people to understand they're gonna pick up one can, their can, that's it. Because I see it all the time. And I think that's what they've got factored in there, that we're paying extra because people put extra out. And so we got to work on that in our contract, to allow them to be able to pick up one can and don't think, so you call it in, so what you have one can, but they did what they're supposed to do.
But you see, we've got all the cover on the roads that's gonna get in the way. We don't have shoulders that, hold those cans. I mean, we've got just a lot of issues that are gonna be hard against that.
There's certain areas that they can work that
whereas in mine it can't, right?
And I will say this, like, Ms. Chastain did say, because of when it was, decided to go ahead and rebid and not really having any information on what the jury really wants, there was a lot of things thrown out there. We requested proposals, but we pretty much, they're gonna begin to ask questions like, what do you want? How many residents do you have? How many homes are you? So in order to answer those questions and give everyone the same answer, we can't go too far out of what we were already asking of the company to hold.
Now, I thought, I had asked Mr. Sam that he had said that we could ask to quote it other ways. I thought, when we had the discussion about putting it out to bid, I thought he said we could ask for them to provide that service different ways. Of course, he's gone now, but.
Yeah, there was like a discussion in this meeting, but
Mhm.
I mean, no one ever said what other ways. So if, I think this, I need to send it soon so it can start advertising, I think the 29th, if that's the Wednesday. So whatever, if there's something specific, I need to know so whenever questions start.
Okay, well, we'll get with Mr. Sam and we'll follow back up.
What do you call a special food giving address is concerned with it, okay? Because government is a big deal.
Yep.
And in the meantime, you all just think if there's something specific that you want, I can send out an email to.
I have no idea.
Public comment, no concerns, if not, we can move to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.